she's the lucky new.
There you go.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. You need something taped?
Oh no, I'm good, thank
No,
you.
you tape your hat to your hair.
Yeah, I could. To my
No?
head. No, I'm good, thank you.
Just trying to help.
I know, you are so helpful.
I'm good.
Okay, beautiful. No.
No tape for me.
He just wants to tape something.
Well, you just stop and think, where would we be without WD-40 and duct tape?
And duct tape,
I know,
yeah, and Velcro.
seriously,
Yeah.
yes.
Velcro and aluminum foil,
Uh-huh.
Roswell, 1947.
Yeah.
That's where they got it.
Did we get it off that spaceship?
Well, I'm thinking.
Thank you.
I haven't heard from Captain Bill yet, so.
Okay.
We're live on YouTube. Awesome.
Yes.
That's good.
I just wanted to make sure it was gonna start.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Will Colinaros, Vice President of Marketing for Omnicom, weighs in on today's splintered media landscape.
The way consumers think and shop and interact with brands is more complex than ever. Brands that can figure out how to move people and how to connect will be the brands that win.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia connects marketers to the audiences, live events, and trusted influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartAdvertising.com. Was screaming on set to get his voice weather warning for the Odyssey. Podcast Network holdings of the Lost Podcast was the whole story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
Hello, this is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hey, I dreamed I'd be ready for college way ahead of time.
Okay.
And now you're way behind?
Yes, and I have no idea how I'll get it all done on time and in my budget.
Well, luckily, IKEA has everything you need to make it your space on your budget. And with everything ready to take away from our stores with Click and Collect, it's easier than ever.
That's convenient.
Exactly. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however at IKEA.us. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
When power goes out and cell networks fail, AM radio can be a lifeline with local news, weather, and emergency information. When time is running out, AM radio could disappear from your cars unless Congress acts. Please text the 2 letters AM to 39179 and tell Congress to vote yes on the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Text the letters AM to 39179. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop. This message furnished by this station.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55-plus plan saved us so much money. A lot. And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, if you want simplicity, coverage,
reliability.
You want the whole package? T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network. Plus, America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. The 200 milligrams is a highest amount of acid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are your kids on the computer all day? Pulling the power cord can get them into the playground. Creative minds can keep kids active and healthy. Get ideas at letsmove.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
That's a true story right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I do. I open the door, walk in, and go.
You scan. Yeah. Do I want to turn around and walk out?
No, I'm busy looking at kids and
Especially when you come to my place.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. You walk in and go, oh hell yeah.
I just died and went to heaven.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 928-612-2878 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 928-612-2878 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 928-612-2878 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinic treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 928-612-2878.
What exactly do you need me to play?
One stop for advertising? Call 844-844-IHEART.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is harder.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
If you're looking for an experience in reliable accident return, then you need Boston Broker with trusted to help thousands of Arizonas. With years of experience, first call you should take you to Boston Broker.
Call Rappy. I'm calling Rappy. 623-388-4333. Call Rappy. I'm calling Rappy. Call Rappy.
Screen time's over.
Be home by 11?
Put your phone down while reading.
When parents set boundaries, keep track of where their kids go, and talk to them about the dangers of underage drinking and drugs. They keep their kids safe. Visit TalkNowAZ.com. Be the influence. Talk early. Talk often. Talk now.
Thanks. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
This message is sponsored by Substance Awareness Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't have those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist. I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the Rocky Law Group Accident Attorney Studio. KTMA Phoenix, KESC, HD3 Phoenix.
Still no text from Bill. I don't think the Malahini, I don't believe is up, but the Horizon's on a multi-day, so he may be on the Horizon.
Parker & Sons, the Valley's AC, plumbing, and electrical experts. Call Parker.
Forecast is calling for a high of 110 degrees, mostly sunny skies, a 20% chance of rain, and at night, we're looking to warm into the low 90s at 91 degrees. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm National West.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio is sponsored by Elevate Design Group. It's time for Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910. A show for the avid fisherman and hunter looking for tips from the pros. Now here's your...
Peter? Hey, I want to welcome everybody to a very hot Sunday today. I'll tell you what, Mother Nature's turning up the gas. We're having some seasonably high temperatures. It's just crazy. But anyway, yesterday we were reading 117 to 120, depending on where you were. And I can't even imagine. Tyson, what was it running down at Hill Bend?
117, 118.
Well, too hot for Bandit Beast. So anyway, just be careful out there. Stay hydrated, and I can't tell you enough, about hydration. So figure it out. It'll save your life. In studio, our good friend Peter Roses from the Defender Engraving is in the house. He's down here teasing me again because I didn't get drawn for a permit. He's got a permit. He's got a brand new bow, and we're going to find out what Peter's up to. Hey, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, Don. It's good to see you.
Absolutely.
Well, the opener for archery over-the-counter tag is on August 14th, and I'll be heading up into the Prescott area. And, we did some glassing last weekend and found some areas to visit. And I'm going to go back up again next Sunday. I have another area I want to visit, have it marked on my Onyx app, so that come opening day, I can be there hopefully about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
Start looking for some movement. And can't wait to see if I come home with something. Now, I do have a rifle tag for November, Unit 21, and if I did it...
Okay, so August 14th, is that over the counter?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's okay. That's wonderful. But having a rifle tag is a raw situation.
That's correct.
You suck.
Love you too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously it's a lot of fun when you see your credit card got hit.
Oh, yeah.
But if I get one in August, then I'm going to turn my tag into the veterans group for the November hunt. Unfortunately, you only get one per year, regardless of how you do it.
That's true. That's true. Well, I didn't get drawn for anything. No deer, no turkey. Certainly no buffalo. That's okay. My son's invited me to Raymondville, Texas, to harvest extremely large Asian continent antelope.
Nice.
I mean, these guys are just a monster. And the resulting meat is just absolutely the most excellent table fare you can want to put on your plate, just like veal.
Wow.
Very tasty. Then we're going to take a little foray down to the ranch in northern Mexico, which is directly, I'd guess, 35 to 38 miles due south of Del Rio, Texas, to I'm going to call it groom the whitetail herd. There or gene pool that is, not really conducive to proper antler management. So there's a few of those that need to be taken out. And then we're going to really, I think that'll probably be the start of the trying to figure out what the buck-to-bill ratio is, and if it's we had it in check, where the guys wanted it, but it has a tendency to get out of hand very quickly because those guys multiply down there like rabbits. And it's going to be interesting to see, they are in a drought situation like the rest of us, and there's this range of mountains, albeit I don't know the name of them, but the bears come down out of the mountains for water. That ranch has all underground pipe, in drinkers every place. So the bears come down and go, hey, I'm going to have a drink of water. And it's an interesting interaction with the bears. They have black cattle. Bears are black, and when you're sitting in the ground blind or elevated shooting stand, and like you say, we get there at way early in the morning, 3:30, and then you're sitting there waiting for the lights to come on. You start seeing shadows and movement and hearing stuff, and the rancher, he's pretty good about it. He says, "You shoot my cow, 13,000 U.S." Okay.
Talk about price dollar per pound of beef.
Yeah, it's crazy down there. But anyway, where did you draw your rifle tag?
Unit 21. So usually I hunt Unit 21 out towards Seven Springs. Never seen a mule deer out there. It's always been coos. Yeah, only seen coos deer. I have a good friend of mine who has a ranch there, 56 acres, and coos deer, no mule deer. And so I'm planning on hitting New River area off the 17, and there's some serious, very large mule deer in the area.
You're going to hunt the east side or the west side?
If I'm going up the 17, I'm going to hunt the east side.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll stay away from the women's prison, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's big deer in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as well on the west side of the 17, across the west, you cross the Algo 3 and you get into those foothills and the big mountains over there.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
And lions.
And lions too. Well, I may have to pick up a lion tag before.
Well, personally, I don't go in the field without a lion tag.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's the first thing I do.
Pick up a lion tag.
You put that in your pocket, or in your AZGFD e-tag app.
Uh-huh.
Do you have that?
I don't. I have the paper tags. I'm still the old-fashioned paper tag.
Well, that's fine, but I'll tell you that new app is excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, because it'll house all your tags.
Yeah.
And when you harvest, you get in there and you type in a date. It's good. And then at the end of the hunt, you can do your hunter survey right on your application.
Okay.
And it's a free download. And the thing that I appreciate about it is the fact that we don't have to carry the big paper tags.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get your hunting license in your wallet and everything else, start filling up your tag, and then, oh yeah, I've got an over-the-counter javelina tag, I have that, then I've got a mountain lion tag, and I mean, you end up, it's like a roll of toilet paper in your pocket.
Yeah. Well, and that wallet gets awfully thick, doesn't it?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Either that or, what we used to do is put them in a Ziploc bag and put a rubber band around them so they don't get wet.
Right.
Yeah, but that Arizona e-tag app is, highly recommended. So
I will get that downloaded.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, when you were doing your scouting, did you put your glasses on any probable shooters?
We saw 7 does and 1 2x2. So no, that's why I'm heading back up probably next weekend, because I figure I have 2 weekends to go where I can drive up and just continue, glassing different areas. Usually, we have just done Highway 69, park your vehicle, head into the forest, and that's probably over the last 5 years, we've been extremely lucky in seeing something. But it's a whole different story, seeing and being close enough to let an arrow fly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty crazy. So you're going to be, are you going to be up on the Mingus?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't go that far.
Okay. Well, that's hard country to hunt. Some of it you get on the west side of I-17, and wow.
We put in the miles. Last year, I think in 5 days we put in 42 miles. Up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill.
Yeah, there's not hardly any flat spots up there.
No, there really isn't.
Did you see any evidence of bear while you were there?
We did not. No.
Okay, that's going to be interesting. What about fires? Are there remnants of any wildfires in your area?
No. I have not seen any. I mean, based on Onyx, there were a couple fires that were marked from a couple years ago, but nothing affecting it right now.
That watch duty, you might want to, look at that on the computer. It'll give you all the current fires and potential hot spots. They identify hot spots.
Okay.
I'm not real sure how that works, but
it's got to be satellite.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then our friend Chris just tells me, wow, stay old school. He says you're not getting drawn because you downloaded the E-Tag app. Thanks, Chris. Okay.
Good advice, Rich.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It all comes down to points, right? So this year I did my hunter safety course online, and it gives you an automatic point regardless of what species you're putting in for.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so I am excited about potentially next year for elk season, deer season, might have to do bear season. I mean, that extra point just really helps.
Yeah, it is, and the pragmatic view of the obvious, for most of us, I think we all get fairly complacent, and laws change, rules change, situation change, society changes. It's good to get updated on current rules, regs, especially with game and fish, because you don't always know what they changed.
Yeah.
So if you go down through the class, you're going to get a dose of, well, this isn't like that anymore. Cause I took a hunter safety class when I was 10 years old, and say things have changed since then.
There's a strong possibility.
Yeah. Well, I did have to take a refresher in Colorado when we went up and try to get it over-the-counter tag, but I didn't have my number, and so much time had elapsed. The department didn't have all the archive records. I tried to take it again, but it was cool. So anyway, more on that right now, Peter. We've got to flip into a hard break here at Fox Sports 910. I'm Don McDowell with
Peter Rosas.
We'll be right back.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. It's 406 Coffee and Chaos, where rifles roar, coffee pours, and aloha meets the wild western soul. We are slinging truth, gear, and attitude served with a side of mayhem. Grab a cup, brace yourself, and let the madness begin. 406 Coffee and Chaos brewed with aloha, seasoned in gunpowder, served up straight from the big sky. 406coffeeandchaos.com or on Facebook at 406 Coffee and Chaos.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Rural Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Rural Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click Rural-ShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057.
Out here, talk is cheap. Precision isn't. This isn't mass-produced. This is built with purpose. This is Huey Armory. Built with intent. Driven by precision. Built for those who don't miss what it matters. Every build tight. Every shot accountable. Every detail intentional. You don't just carry it. You trust it. Huey Armory. Warrior built.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the weekly emails Heard That from the AZ Cattle Growers Association to be informed about Arizona cattle growers news in our great state. Talk about events happening each month, legislation roundups, and cattle news range highlights, and the monthly recap and member highlights. Sign up for the newsletter by contacting the ACGA staff at 602-267-1129 and learn more about joining the ACGA or advertising in the weekly newsletter Heard That. ACGA 602-267-1129.
Arizona Catalog, the official magazine of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association, monthly publication, provides essential updates on issues impacting the ranching industry in our great state and nationally. The Arizona Catalog provides industry news from the University of Arizona, National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Arizona Farm Bureau, National and Arizona Department of Agriculture, and others. Timely notifications of legislation on local, state, and federal levels, as well as other issues that may affect the ranching community. Spotlight on rancher highlights, activities, events, and dialogue from our president, executive director, board members, like to fight for you. Regular features include cattle growers reports, cattle comments, activities for kids, and animal health. The Arizona Catalog monthly magazine is created by ranchers for ranchers. Get your subscription today at azcattlegrowers.org or call 602-267-1129 and then ask how you can join the Arizona Cattle Growers Association. What's on your plate?
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't-miss sale of the month, Black Friday in July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusive apply.
Progressive Commercial Insurance protects truck owners with specialized coverages for heavy trucks. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com and switch to America's #1 commercial truck insurer. That's ProgressiveCommercial.com.
This segment brought to you by Boyd's Gun Stocks, makers of the adjustable agility and at-one stock for your favorite long gun. Head to Boyd'sGunstocks.com for more details. Build with Boyd's.
Show us your rack. How big is that elk, whitetail, moose, or mule deer? In the world of big game hunting, there's nothing better than having your rack on the wall and shown around the outdoor world. Head to huntingfishing.com and show us your rack. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
All right, we're back talking with Peter on the Arizona Game and Fish conservation class. So that's different than the ethical hunting class they have.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take to get down through that particular class?
I probably did mine over the course of, I mean, you can go at your own pace. So I probably, I took the slow route and did probably about a month. If you go too long, then it tells you that your course is going to expire, and that you have to pay $13 to keep going.
Oh, perfect.
So it does extend it an additional 2 weeks for you. But just for people who want to take it, it does have an end time, unless you want to pay the $13. So, but a month is pretty good time to be able to digest the information.
Well, you got to be able to blow down through it in a day.
Yeah.
You know, one night. Anyway, I'm used to the Coast Guard classes. They're timed.
They're timed to charm, right?
Oh yeah. Well, that's good. So, in your opinion, what are some of the takeaways, the highlights? What did you learn? In other words,
from taking the course?
Yeah.
You know, so much of it is common sense. You know, I mean, they talk about calibers for what bullet is going to go into what firearm. There's really nothing related into, you know, with archery related at all, or crossbow. It is all rifle related.
All firearm.
Yeah, like there were certain situations where if you have 3 people walking on a field and you are quail hunting or pheasant hunting, what is the safest way for the 3 of you to not end up getting shot? It's stuff that is common sense stuff.
Well, unfortunately, the geopolitical and society that we live in today, common sense eludes a lot of people.
Well said.
I'll leave it with that. So at the end of the day, you get a conservation bonus point?
Yes, you do.
Sweet. Well, good luck on that. When you go out, are you gonna camp? You gonna put up a little bivouac?
I had a client offer me her residence. She's living down here in Phoenix again, and so she said, you know, my home is empty. If you want to stay there, which is really helpful when you're having to be in position at 3:30, 4 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sleeping in a nice bed as opposed to sleeping in a tent. Yeah, I know.
Or the front seat of your truck.
Oh, the front seat of your truck. Okay, I'm 66. I'm wimpy. The back of the truck is better than the floor, but I'll take a warm bed any day of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's pretty cool. How many days are you going to be out on your first trip?
3 days. I'll go up on Friday night and hunt Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then I can go back the following weekend if I am not successful.
Okay, and this is strictly archery. Grab your bow. Let's take a look at your brand new bow there. That is quite a device.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
Get myself together here.
Yeah, boy. All right, we'll stick that up there in front of the camera. Let's take a peek at that. First of all, what brand is that?
It is a Bowtech. It is the Carbon 1. It is the Carbon 1X. It's the 2025 model, and it's done in desert tan. And my sight is an Axel landslide. My quiver is a tight spot carbon 4 arrow that holds 4 arrows. I have my front stabilizer, my rear stabilizer.
What's the weight of that stabilizer?
The weight,
I'm probably at 8 ounces for my front.
So you got a rear stabilizer?
And I have a rear stabilizer in the back.
Okay.
That's about 10 ounces.
Wow.
Draw weight is 60 pounds, and my draw length is, I think I'm at 26 and a half. I don't have long arms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed on the arrow is 250 feet.
What size arrows are you shooting?
I'm shooting a 340.
carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber, definitely. 100 grain broadhead.
3 or 4.
I go with the 3.
3 blade.
Yeah. I have some mechanicals as well. I have the Beast mechanical and, I can't think of what my fixed is called.
That Beast, those are brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. If you put your shot in the right place, it's going to be a short walk to your intended target.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're just absolutely lethal. So are you shooting with a release?
I am. I have, I used to always shoot with the handheld release until I fell on a hunt during Javelina, and to break my fall in a very rocky area, I ended up tossing my release, and I went back 3 different days looking for it, never found it. So I went with a wrist release from now on.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if I fall, if I tumble, it'll still be on my wrist.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Unless you have to chew your arm off to get loose. Now, what release are you shooting?
It's called the B3.
Oh, you got it right there.
And it is, adjustable lengthwise. It is interesting. Only one of the claws opens and closes. But I've been very happy with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you had the opportunity to break your nose with it?
No, because see, that's the difference, right? With releases. I certainly have been there before with some of my releases.
Oh, I'll tell you, we got shooting really, really heavy stuff, up to 100 pounds is as much as I could pull back in the day.
Yeah.
And, pull this thing back, I triggered my release.
Yeah.
I broke my own nose. I tell you, I bled for 45 minutes.
I bet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But, live and learn.
Exactly.
So, that's what you get for screwing around with 100-pound limbs. So, okay, outstanding. We're going to flip into a short break here. We're going to try to get a hold of Captain Bill. I believe he is out on the horizon, but when we come back, we'll continue with Peter on his hunt and find out what he's up to for rifle season, and then I'll give you a little bit of an update on what the offshore saltwater side of life looks like right now. Not too bad, but we've got some Mother Nature's acting up out there just a little bit. So anyway, I'm Don McDowell here with my good friend
Peter Rosas.
We'll be right back here at Fox Sports 910.
For calling Grand Avenue Mini Storage. We are located at 3636 West Grand Avenue. We have units ranging from 4 foot by 4 foot all the way up to a 20 by 20. Yes, sir. I do think the 4 foot by 4 foot will hold all of your IRS crashed hard drives. No, sir. I don't think the 20 by 20 will hold all the people the White House has thrown under the bus. But do you have room for that bus? Grand Avenue Mini Storage. Call us at 602-246-0680. 602-246-0680.
The premier monthly print and online publication in the Southwest is celebrating their 10th year anniversary. Award-winning Arizona Boating and Water Sport and its sister publication, the Western Outdoor Times, cover current topics ranging from boating, camping, shooting, and water sports, fishing, wildlife, conservation, RVing, outdoor safety, and a complete schedule of community events. Arizona Boating and Water Sports and the Western Outdoor Times are free print publications available at over 500 locations and online. Sign up for yours at azbw.com and get the free weekly newsletter. For more information, contact Jim Allen at 480-947-6219 or email him at jim@azbw.com.
What?
You missed again?
Yeah, but I looked cool doing it.
That's because you were holding an Atheros rifle. Sleek, reliable, and built to make you look like you meant to miss on purpose. Whether you're at the range or the end of the world, our rifles won't fail you. But we can't promise your aim won't. Under new ownership, quality rifles with the same deadly bite. Atheros Rifle Company. Because even your mother-in-law respects this kind of firepower. AtheroSrifle.com. Or call us at 540-849-4674.
It's time to join the Howl Pack. In 2025, Howl for Wildlife campaigns will inspire advocacy,
I can let Aaron
influence
know.
decision makers, and build resistance to the constant attacks from the anti-hunting industry. Howl is committed to protecting hunting, angling, and trapping opportunities nationwide, and we invite you to join the Howl Pack. Howl for Wildlife is committed to winning. Visit howlforwildlife.org to learn more and join the pack.
In today's unpredictable world, everything you work for is at risk. Your business, your home, and most importantly, your family. Think a doorbell camera is enough? Think again. The camera only lets you watch a break. It doesn't stop it. When the unexpected happens, you need a real physical barrier. You need something more. You need roll shutter systems. We build heavy-duty, custom rolling shutters engineered to lock down your property. With a single click, you get ultimate security, total privacy, defense against extreme weather, and maximum noise reduction. Heavy-duty protection built tailored to your exact needs. For 40 years, Roll Shutter Systems has been family-owned and operated and proudly manufactured here in Phoenix, Arizona. We are the trusted name in asset protection, shipping and installing across the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Don't just watch your property, protect it. Claim your peace of mind with a free estimate today. Visit RollShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057. That's 623-869-7057. Or online at RollShutterSystemsUSA.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to FoxSports910.com/rules.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910 and always on our free iHeartRadio app. Here's the Bass Daddy and Tournament Pro, Don McDowell.
Okay, Peter Gardner-Bright, our good friend Chris, is looking for intel on elk. Apparently, he sucks as well. He has I believe, a limited opportunity elk hunt in your area. So, any information on elk?
I took my elk Thanksgiving weekend probably, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. We were in 6A. And we went up, I think I took my elk on the 5th day, nice 6x6, and made for a trip of a lifetime type of thing. I mean, we were dealing with 14-degree weather in the morning. You were nice and bundled. Riding in a open air quad sure makes you a little chillier than the out fully enclosed quad. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So 6A was good for us. This past year I had a cow tag. Was not successful. With the weather being what it was, it just should have stuck to Mormon Lake. And I did have a friend of mine who was successful there. But the day that I was going to go, it was raining, snowing, and I was going up by myself. And a good friend of mine who, much younger than I am, who hunts quite a bit, he says, "Don't go by yourself, buddy." He says, "You know, you're not going to have anybody to pull you out if you get stuck."
Oh, yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah. So I took his advice. But I was disappointed that my buddy did go with another friend of his, and they did get their elk. So I should
same day.
Same day.
Yeah,
same
of
course. So I should have went, but coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah, but you mentioned common sense. Common sense is I do the same thing. I hunt by myself a lot, And knock wood, I haven't had any instances where it really went south, but you know, we've had doing on the hunt, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Always, but you don't know what, when, or where, or how bad it's going to be. Yeah, we had, I think the first year, I had the new Dodge. We were stuck. Fortunately, I had my two grandsons. We were stuck for 5.5 hours in the mud. The truck sank right to the frame. We'd stopped, and I had just told my kids, I said, we got to turn around and get out of here. And I looked in my mirror, and there was a guy running through the mud, and he's waving his arms, and I'm going, oh God, I don't want to stop. Oh please, no. So I stopped. Sure enough, he was a Chevy driver, and we, against my better judgment, went back. We got him out. It was a struggle. We got him out, and he went ahead of us, and apparently never looked back. We went around in the same tracks that we came in on, we went out on, and we got to a place where a tree had fallen over, the root ball and everything. That's how wet it was. The truck just went boom, done. And I had enough chain and cable to get 60 yards to a tree in the front. Try to pull it outside, the winch going, and then I tried. I had put a winch on the back, 9,000-pound winch versus a 12,000 in the front to hoist elk up in a tree. So I thought, well, maybe I could pull myself out backwards. Well, all I did was twist the bracket. And the truck was stuck that bad. You know, the winch was still pulling, but it just mangled up the bracket. It's since been remodified. It won't ever do that again. But we dug and we pulled, and then about 4 hours into it, another truckload of guys came, and you know, they were help digging and pulling, and it was just.
It made for a very long day.
And a transmission.
Oh, no kidding. Cost you a transmission too.
Yeah, about 2 weeks later, I had transmission replaced.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was, anyway.
Well, that weekend on the 15th, I will be most likely hunting by myself.
Well, as long as the weather's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, usually it's great in the morning up in Prescott area.
Oh, sure.
And the rain, you know, the storms blow in usually mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
We were up last Sunday. We got up there about 5:30, and we came home at, I was home in the living room at 1 p.m.
Nice.
That was a good day. Traffic non-existent on the 17th.
Okay, so tell me about the rifle hunt. What's your game plan?
I got a 300 Win Mag. It is I'm shooting a 147 grain bullet. And
that's a screamer.
It's a screamer. Does well. That's the same one I used on my elk. And the rifle comes in at about 6.9, 6 pounds, 9 ounces. With my scope, it's probably 8.5 pounds, 9 pounds total.
Yeah, 9 pounds.
Yeah.
About average.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, unless you get into these new carbon fiber stocks.
Nah.
You know, but you end up with, you know, you save a pound and a half, and but you lose some stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, same area?
Same what? Yes, 21.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the Prescott area, you know what? I do think Prescott is Unit 21 as well.
Yeah,
But because it's over there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. So basically, you're gonna do what I do in 6B. You know, when I got drawn, I put in for deer, elk, and turkey in 6B.
Mm-hmm.
And I would use whatever season it was to pre-hunt. You know, for the next one. You know, I mean, sometimes you get all three. You use your turkey scout for deer, you use your deer hunt to scout for elk.
Right.
It all pans out. 6B, unfortunately, this last pocket fire has burned about 28,000 acres coming up from the south rim of the Oak Creek. Has burned Round Mountain, got into Secret Mountain, went all the way up the canyon walls into the lower portion of 6B. It burned along the 538D road to 538. Hit power tank. I haven't been up there to see. I don't know how accurate the map is, but it says it stopped before it hit the plateau where Turkey Butte is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Raphael fire in 2021 burned about 79,000 acres from Park South along the eastern rim of the Sycamore Canyon, just decimated it, and they let it burn clear down to, it damn near got into Cottonwood.
Wow.
I mean, it was just a massive fire. And I personally find fault with the incident management people and the U.S. Forest Service for letting these fires burn and starting backfires that oftentimes get out of hand and create more problems. And, I think there's an underlying thought that, if they let the stuff burn, they don't have the responsibility to go in and clean it up, getting rid of the ground fuel, try to prevent fires. So anyway, that's a whole nother problem. But anyway, 6B's, I've got to sit down with a friend next week and mark his map. He's got an elk tag, and unfortunately a lot of the good elk habitat went up in smoke. So anyway, we'll figure that out. And there's hunting episodes when we come back, and I want to tell you a little bit about the offshore when we get back. We're still trying to get a hold of Captain Bill. Kind of spotty right now. I'm Don McDowell.
I'm Peter Rosas.
And this is Fox Sports 910.
If you're new in the valley and want to fish or don't know where or how to, contact the Goodyear Bass Club, sanctioned by BASS. The Goodyear Bass Club is a teaching club with motor and non-motor slots open. Enjoy the benefits of BASS, the Arizona Bass Federation Nation, and meet some awesome anglers. For more information, call Mike Hawforth, 623-229-4650, or check him out online, ArizonaBassNation.com. Hey, let's go fishing. Bass is king.
In Hawaii, everything has meaning. The land, the people, the responsibility we carry. Kanakakoa Rifle Company, forged in the spirit of Hawaii, owned and operated by a native Hawaiian, veteran built and rooted in the Hawaiian culture, committed to service. From hunting our land to defense to precision at distance, every rifle carries responsibility, discipline, and respect. As the first of its kind in the islands, each build reflects the strength of the Hawaiian warrior and the legacy of those who protect. This isn't just a rifle, it's a responsibility. Kanakakoa Rifle Company, built with aloha, driven by purpose. Where tradition meets performance. For more information, call 808-757-8054.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click RollShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. Welcome to 406 Coffee and Chaos, where Big Sky Grit meets Island Aloha, and things get wild fast. We talk rifles, outdoors, politics, and life. No filters, just full send. 1 minute, it's elk hunting. The next is spam musubi and suppressors. Brew a strong cup, hold on tight, and embrace the beautiful madness. This is 406 Coffee and coffee brewed in Montana, seasoned with aloha and delivered with a heavy dose of freedom. Hey, You like beef, Bretta? Only if it's out shot from 600 yards with my 406 Hui Hui build. From the Lava Rock to the Rocky Mountains. Montana 406 Rifle Hui Hui blends Pono Island style with rugged Western soul precision. So sharp, even your tutu gets chicken skin. Born in Big Sky Country, raised with aloha. Whether you're hunting mule deer or chasing pigs in the jungle, shoot straight, stay humble. M406RHH.com or call 406-266-1923.
The official language of football is trash talk, late-night group chats, memes, and unbelievable highlight clips. That's why Boost Mobile brings you our new Global Connection plan. The first plan ever made for WhatsApp. Get unlimited data, talk and text, international roaming, and calls to over 100 countries for just $40 a month.
$40 price includes $5 a month auto pay discount. After 40 gigabytes of premium high-speed data, speeds will be lowered. Coverage not available everywhere. Visit store or boostmobile.com for details.
Hi, I'm Brandon Raffy from Raffy Law Group. I'm here to say thank you, Arizona, for trusting Raffy Law Group as your #1 personal injury law firm. Fighting for injured Arizonans is all we do. So if you're ever in need of an accident attorney, you know what to do. Call Raffy.
Call Raffy.
Starting stronger starts at AutoZone. Well, I've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
If you love the outdoors, make sure you sign up for the weekly hunting fishing newsletter to stay up to date with the latest outdoorsman news across the nation. Sign up today at huntingfishing.com. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
And we're back with a couple of options. On your archery hunt, are you using ground blinds? You're going to hike, spot, stock?
Stock and spot will be the program for this particular hunt. I do have a ground blind. I used one in 2022 over a water hole, but I'm going to do spot and stock and see how it goes this particular.
A lot of glassing.
A lot of glassing. Yeah, you need those 1556s and a nice tripod. I do have my chest binoculars as well that are 1042. You know, you end up carrying some weight with
you do.
With 2 sets of binoculars.
Yeah, I use a 10x42, you know, with a rangefinder, and really happy with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, I've got others that, like you say, boy, they, of course, old school is heavier, and some of them you're just like, you know, I'm not dragging this through the woods. So
exactly.
But anyway, all right.
Because
that's good. What brand of 300 windmill are you shooting?
It's a CVA. Really? They, you know, originally were a muzzleloader company. Yeah. And they started doing bolt-action rifles.
Well, they made a hell of a transition, quite frankly. I thought their transition was, I thought they were out of their mind at first. But, you know, as they came on the market, I thought the product was pretty good.
Right. Yeah, well, you know, for me, weight is always going to be a factor. It's got a 10-1 twist. It is just under, you know, it's 8.5 pounds. And by the time you put your scope on it, no, actually it was 6 pounds, 10 ounces.
6'10"?
Yeah. And then you put your scope on it and you're sitting at about 8.5 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a bipod?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Usually I've been lucky where, well, when I took my elk, I was standing. That was a fun hunt. They told me that I should practice my rifle between 200 and 700 yards. I ended up taking them at 59 yards.
I love it. Close is good.
Yeah, close was very good.
Oh, yeah.
And my buddy was telling me, you know, Peter, the bigger the elk, the more weight we have to carry. I said, well, my friend, I will tell you what, I will shoot it next to the road so that you can just pull up. And when he pulled up, he just walked up shaking his head, telling me, you are so lucky. I'm like, we are so lucky.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing quite like, you know, dragging a bull up out of a canyon.
No doubt.
In pieces.
In chunks.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Well, that's good. What type of optics are on the 300 Win?
I am using the SIG BDX.
Wow.
It connects to through Bluetooth, it connects to my Kilo 3000, which is my rangefinder.
Sure.
And so I'm able to range my quarry, and it communicates with my rifle and tells me what to put my windage.
Okay, so it figures your firing solution?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sweet.
Last year when on the cow tag, I was using a muzzle loader that had this particular setup, and it was unbelievable. I mean, is it cheating? For the purist, maybe just a little. but it was the most amazing thing I'd ever experienced.
Wow.
But one of the guys that I was hunting with, he says, you know, Peter, my dad's been telling me all about this. Show me what it can do. I said, okay, pick a target and range it for me. And he said, okay, 550 yards is your yardage. And so he said, with the windage, turn your dial, I think it was to 8. And sure enough, I put my bullet right on it. He's like, he stood up, he's a military guy, and he says, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. He says, I wouldn't have thought it would be capable of. I said, well, the rangefinder, the scope, and the rifle, which did not belong to me, total package was $22,000.
Holy crap.
Yeah. That's all this guy did.
Up there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was so fortunate he let us borrow it, but the fact that it cost that kind of money is out of my
Oh, it's just amazing what you can spend.
Oh, on technology.
Yeah.
You know, because the rangefinder gives you all the ballistics. So I bought the poor man's version. I bought the SIG rig with the Kilo 3000.
So you got the pad and the pencil.
Yeah. It's something else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And hopefully, you know, I don't know what weather will be like in November, because that mule deer hunt is October 31st through November 6th.
Yeah. Well, right now that's a big question. We're going to get into that just a little bit after the top of the hour. You know, we're tracking two hurricanes right now out in the eastern and central North Pacific. We don't know what they're going to do yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll talk a little bit.
Well, if it brings us some water.
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
You know, we've been joking about the yellowfin. You know, if there's no yellowfin, we don't have monsoons. But we're getting north and eastern, excuse me, monsoons pretty good. In the yellowfin, they're not here en masse, but they're here, one here, two there, you know, that kind of thing. And we'll talk a little bit about that and see what the sport boat report is, albeit they only had 6 boats out of H&M yesterday. So we'll see. We're keeping track, and during the break I'll try to raise Captain Power on landline or cell phone on the horizon. They've got sat phones, so we've got that number. We can reach him, and a lot of stuff going on. So after the rifle hunt, are you going to partake on any of the javelina hunts?
I get a javelina tag every year, but I only do archery.
Yeah.
I haven't put in for a rifle javelina tag. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty fun with a rifle. Yeah, they're the most fun I've ever had. I've hunted continuously my whole life, but archery with javelina is just a trip.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it before. Something's going to happen.
And you better be ready.
Yeah, these javelina, I mean, they are so courteous and so polite. You know, you stick with an arrow. Sometimes they want to bring your arrow back to you.
Snorting and grunting.
Together, stomping up and down on the ground. So, anyway, it's sorely missed. Anyhow, we're going to flip into a break here at Fox Sports 910. More with Peter. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the offshore weather that's going to dictate what's going to happen in Arizona and the northwestern part of the state. We'll tell you a little bit about the 6 boats that were out of HCM Landing yesterday and what the dock count was. I'm Don McDowell. This is Fox Sports 910. Thanks for listening. We'll be back.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio has been sponsored by Elevate Design Group.
If you're a rancher, farmer, or involved in wildlife habitat enhancement, then you need to know Southwest Ranch Supply for your needs. Southwest Ranch Supply is a distributor for quality American-made products. Vertical and direct burial water tanks, Numex polypipe, RDF aluminum troughs and spring boxes, Rainmaker drinkers, Western clay bentonite and pond seal, Redmond agricultural salt and minerals in bulk or block, solar well conversion, panels, pumps, and structural panel supports. Contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655 for your free project survey and estimate to stretch your project budget and ensure you have the right products for your projects. We run full truckloads, split truckloads, and deliver direct to your allotment. Southwest Ranch Supply is your partner in conservation. 623-221-7655. Again, contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655. Southwest Ranch Supply, proud member of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, rock star. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Tarika Foster Brasby. What's up, y'all? I'm your girl, Cheryl Swoops. And it's WNBA All-Star season. The best players in the world are on the floor. And on our podcast, Levels to This, we've got something to say about every single one of them. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Levels to This with Cheryl Swoops and Tarika Foster Brasby, and listen now.
From the Rappy Law Group Accident Attorney Studio.
Call Rappy.
KTMA Phoenix, KESZ HD3 Phoenix.
Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday, let's move Monday, swipe and snack Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov. A message from USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
Are your kids on the computer all day? Pulling the power cord can get them onto the playground. Creative moms can keep kids active and healthy. Get ideas at letsmove.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
Parker & Sons, the Valley's AC, plumbing, and electrical experts. Call Parker.
Forecast is calling for a high of 110 degrees, mostly sunny skies, a 20% chance of rain, and at night, we're looking to warm into the low 90s at 91 degrees. For the Fox Down Weather Experts, I'm Ashley Lessa.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio is sponsored by Southwest Ranch Supply. It's time for Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910. A show for the avid fisherman and hunter looking for tips from the pros. Now here's your host, a saltwater fisherman and a man that fears no fish. He's the bass daddy and a tournament pro, Don McDowell.
Okay, we're back. If you just joined us, our good friend Peter is in here talking about an archery hunt and a rifle hunt. And he's actually done pretty good. He's not rubbing in the fact that I don't have a tag and he's got one. I appreciate that, Peter.
My pleasure.
We tried to reach Captain Bell out on the horizon. I know they're out on a day and a half trip with 25 anglers. Nothing reported in as of yet. The Sunday dock total thus far is a report from the Sea Adventure 80. They're on a 2-day with 28 anglers. They have reported in this morning with 20 yellowtail, 14 bluefin, 3 Dorado, and 1 yellowfin. So there's not a lot of activity going out. We don't know how many boats are out today. There's some bumpy weather out there, the winds and waves. Yesterday, the Premier ran a full day. Normally they run a half day, morning and a twilight trip. Yesterday they ran a full day. 83 bonitas, 67 calico bass were kept, 25 rockfish, 21 sand bass, 5 sculpin and a sheephead. Kenny on the Daiwa Pacific ran an overnight. 22 anglers, 4 yellowfin they reported in with, 7 Dorado. The Dorado are early this year, along with 9 yellowtail. Grande spent a day out at the Coronado Islands, 44 anglers, big boat, a lot of fishermen, a lot of room. 880 rockfish, 7 yellowtail. Now the horizon is out with 25. There's no report, as I mentioned, the producer. Saturday was on an overnight to do back in today. They had 29 anglers thus far. Saturday they reported 2 Dorado, 2 yellowtail, and the tradition is out on a day and a half with 19 anglers. No report as of yet. So the prognosis for what's going on right now is, like I said, there's 2 hurricanes working offshore. Fausto and Genevieve are currently being monitored across the east and central north Pacific. I know Genevieve's throwing waves up to 39 feet, and they're getting some pretty high winds. Offshore, current conditions and short-term outlook are, gale warnings and small craft warning advisories are active that run along parts of the California and Pacific Northwest outer waters, with the northwest winds being 20 to 30 knots, which is pretty stiff. It's not a good day to be on the water.
Yeah.
And then the sea swells, conversely, are running somewhere between 4 to 8 feet with dominant periods of 7 to 15 seconds, depending on the coastal proximity. So it's bumpy out there. We don't know what's going to happen. We are still monitoring with NOAA on their weather patterns, the Oceanic Prediction Center for Pacific Marine. They've got a website. You can go track all the buoy activity. I'm not going to get into that, but that's available to you, which really doesn't come into play if you're looking for an offshore trip. It's either going to be good or it's really going to suck. and most of the time these guys are pretty good. You know, if it's really bad, they're not going to go.
Yeah.
They're going to reschedule.
Oh, absolutely. Why have people have a miserable experience?
Well, it does. You know, it gets pretty rough out there.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about eight footers, fours. Yeah, they're not too bad. But you double that and get into 7 to 8 foot water. Especially, that's one thing. You know, they'll be like big giant ground swells. That's one thing. But if the wind is blowing and they're chopping at the top, boy, it gets bumpy. And, you know, all you're doing is hanging onto the rail.
Yeah.
Try to keep you falling down. And then, you know, some of the other boats, you know, the smaller boats have sense enough not to go out. One of the other things I want to bring in while we're doing some housekeeping is we'd mentioned the Center for Biological Diversity has filed suit against the USDA, U.S. Forest Service, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and the Department of the Interior, targeting the following grazing allotments, including the Laurel Verde Complex, which is Bull Springs, Dead Man Mesa, Center Beach, Pole Hollow, Red Lake Complex, including Gentry Mountain, Red Lake, Catholic Peak, and then moving on, Hicks Peak Pike, the Barrex Complex, which includes obviously the Barrex, Colcord, Hagler Creek, and Young areas, Crouch Mesa, Lions Fork, Poison Springs, Hard Creek, Tonto Basin, Soldier Camp, Buzzards Roost, Pinto Creek, 76, the Dagger Allotment, Copper Creek, and Gysella. So what's happening, the Gila County Categories Association has hired legal counsel to represent us and have been granted status giving a voice in comments and deliberation throughout the process, and they're asking for donations, anything you can help fund this essential mission with. No amount is too small. Your donations are all tax deductible, and you can contact the Gila County Categories Association. They have a website. You can go to that and look up the telephone number, or you can donate online, I'm sure. And many non-affected allotment owners have also donated dollars and cents or livestock towards the fund, which would be, you know, if they donated livestock, they'll be auctioned off, and those funds will go back into the legal fund. Most of the affected allotments have donated $1,000 or more, and or designated proceeds from cattle sent to auction as well, donated to the mission. So this is crucial. We need to stand up to the Center for Biological Diversity. They need to be stopped. And then the final report for the Arizona Cattle Growers Association 123rd Annual Summer Convention, the Red, White, and Beef, which I thought was really cool, was down in Stafford Thatcher area, was housed at the Thatcher High School. It was a success. It was well attended, both with ranchers. There was a few folks from the public or private sector just coming to see what's going on. There was quite a number of speakers on the agenda, talking about a lot of stuff that is absolutely paramount to what's going on in the industry. There was a cattle judging contest on Friday, but you know, there was a cattlemen's college that covered a lot of stuff. Arizona Department of Land had something to say. Arizona Game and Fish was represented with Dave Daniels. Good to see him. And then there was a number of breakout sessions with Arizona Ag, U of A, so on and so on. So the next one's going to be up in Williams next year, July 27th and 28th, which will be fun to get out of the heat. So anyway, if you have an interest in what's going on in the ranching and farming community. You can check that out at Arizona Cattle Growers Association. The website is azcattlegrowers.org. There's all kinds of memberships available. You can get a voting membership as a cattle producer on down to associates and business memberships, Ranchers for Tomorrow, for the young people, Friends of the Industry, and the Arizona Junior Cattle Club. So they're busy representing over 500 members in the Arizona ranching community and beyond. So it's well worth looking into, figure out what's happening. We've got some litigation on, besides CBD, on cattle grazing allotments. And on that particular note, we are, my foundation is talking to several of the major government agencies that have to do with way too many things. We're talking to USDA. We will be trying to talk to the governor's office. There was $9.1 million in a fund through Arizona Department of Ag that was pulled by the governor to mitigate some of her shortfalls on the state override on the general budget. But anyway, we're talking USDA, the Fish and Wildlife Service, the Forest Service, DOI, and President Trump is where we start our discussion. And then it goes downhill from there.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. We've got so many problems. I don't know how the election is going to end up, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but this election, we could lose the state. We've got Andy Biggs running for governor and some other folks, trying to get into key positions. I don't know how the vote's going to go.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for Mr. Biggs to beat Katie Hobbs. So anyway, that said, Peter, when we come back, we're going to talk to Chris Rich. He was in parts unknown, Brazil, someplace.
Some exotic.
I mean, the guy's like a bad rash, man. He's all over the place. And, like a bad rash, they keep coming back. So we welcome our good friend Chris Rich in the next segment. I'm Don McDowell with
Peter Rosas,
Fox Sports 910.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. It's 406 Coffee and Chaos, where rifles roar, coffee pours, and aloha meets the wild western soul. We are slinging truth, gear, and attitude served with a side of mayhem. Grab a cup, brace yourself, and let the madness begin. 406 Coffee and Chaos brewed with aloha, seasoned in gunpowder, served up straight from the big sky. 406coffeeandchaos.com or on Facebook at 406 Coffee and Chaos.
Here is a great way to help Arizona's wildlife conservation efforts. Put an AZ Wildlife Conservation license plate on your car, truck, or RV and show the world you care. When you do, you're contributing to the AZ Wildlife Conservation Fund, which manages grants for habitat improvements and hunter-angler recruitment. Simply go online to servicearizona.com and select the AZ Wildlife Conservation plate for your license plate renewal. Show the world you care.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click RollShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057.
In Hawaii, everything has meaning. The land, the people, the responsibility we carry. Kanakakoa Rifle Company, forged in the spirit of Hawaii, owned and operated by a native Hawaiian, veteran built and rooted in the Hawaiian culture, committed to service. From hunting our land to defense to precision at distance, every rifle carries responsibility, discipline, and respect. As the first of its kind in the islands, each build reflects the strength of the Hawaiian warrior and the legacy of those who protect. This isn't just a rifle, it's a responsibility. Kanakakoa Rifle Company, built with aloha, driven by purpose, where tradition meets performance. For more information, call 808-757-8054.
I'm Officer Kenny D with the Arizona Game and Fish Department's Operation Game Thief program. The bad boys that poach the animals that are displayed in this trailer thought they could get away with it. They killed the animals and took them home, and they thought they were safe. But these criminals forgot one thing. We make house calls.
What if we told you Matt Damon was screaming on set to get his voice weather-worn for The Odyssey? From the TikTok Podcast Network, Raiders of the Lost Podcast tells the whole story about the biggest movies of the summer. Download the iHeartRadio app and search Raiders of the Lost Podcast now.
Whether it's help with hormone therapy, weight management, or sexual health, every woman should have access to affordable prescription medication and personalized care that understands the whole woman. Join me, Dr. Doug Lucas, clinical lead in hormone optimization and longevity at LifeMD, along with other leading experts on the podcast, Here's Something Good on Women's Health and Longevity. To learn more, go to lifemd.com.
Hi, I'm Brandon Raffy. Looking for the best accident attorney in Arizona? Then call Raffy. We've been trusted to help thousands of Arizonans. And with years of experience, the first call you should make should be to Raffy Law Group. Call Raffy.
Call Raffy, Raffy. Raffy, Raffy. Call Raffy, Raffy.
This segment brought to you by Boyd's Gun Stocks, makers of the adjustable agility and add-one stock for your favorite long gun. Head to Boyd'sGunstocks.com for more details. Build with Boyd's. Show us your rack. How big is that elk, whitetail, moose, or mule deer? In the world of big game hunting, there's nothing better than having your rack on the wall and shown around the outdoor world. Head to huntingfishing.com and show us your rack. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
All right, we're back. I want to welcome our good friend Chris Rich back into the USA. Chris, what's happening, my friend?
I'll tell you what's happening is the fish in the White Mountains are happy. We've got rain, and rain coming down every day up here in the White Mountains. It's a wonderful, beautiful thing to see.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, there's been quite a bit of water dropped. I was talking to Pete Odinetto Friday up on the Haystack Ranch. One storm dumped 2.5, 3.5, and then they had one that was plus 4 inches. So, yeah, it's all good. We're just not getting a lot down in central part of the state or the southwest, Gila Bend west, that kind of thing. So, how was your out of the country excursion?
I'll tell you what, the Amazon was amazing. We caught a lot of really nice fish. I think my big fish or my fish of the week was about a 10-pound peacock, which for where we were at, that's a giant peacock. Beautiful fish. We caught a lot of different species. That trip, we go down to Kenjam. It's a native village about 800 miles into the jungle. There's about 150 natives that live out there in this village. They guide us on the river. It's just a very surreal experience to be out there, enjoy the jungle, lots of different fish. I had one little episode that was kind of oh, wait a minute, this might not be too good moment. I hooked a piranha, which we catch a lot of piranha down there, not a big deal. It was a good-sized piranha flopping in the water. Well, the fish splashing in the water attracts the caiman. And so all of a sudden, and I was out on top of a rock in the river.
Oh, nice.
The rock is sticking out about a foot out of the river, and I thought, that looks like a good spot. I'll get out there and climb up on that and fish a little bit. And all of a sudden, here comes a caiman across the river, and he just plants himself about 3 feet in front of me. Luckily, they're not aggressive caimans there. They're not the black caimans. And it was a little bit of a, what's going to happen here? But I lived to tell another day, and so... All's good that ends good. So It was a great trip. Had about 6 anglers down there, and everybody had a good time. Everybody caught a lot of fish, and it goes back to the old adage: if you want to catch a lot of fish, fish in places where there's a lot of fish, and there's a lot of fish out there in the Amazon jungle.
Yeah, boy. Well, Peter, he violated rule number 1: don't get out of the boat.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But I tell you what, it feels good to be home. It feels good to be back in Arizona. It feels good to be in the White Mountains, and it really, the water's coming down up here. A lot of it's soaking into the ground. The lakes haven't started coming up much up here, but the creeks are definitely. You can see there's a little bit of off color in the creeks. They're coming up, but a lot of this moisture we've been getting seems to be soaking into the ground and filling up the aquifer, which we definitely need that as well. So, I'm going to continue to do my rain dance because we need to continue to get this water and fill up these reservoirs for us.
Yeah, absolutely. How many guys did you have down in the Amazon?
We had a total of 8 down there in the Amazon.
How's
that's a full lodge down there.
Yeah, absolutely. What did the weather treat you okay?
The Amazon has 2 seasons. They have a dry season and they have a wet season. And the dry season is from end of June to the end of January. The wet season is January to the end of June. Well, we got rain a couple of days down there. It was in fact one night we had quite a thunderstorm come through, which was, we're about 800 miles out in the jungle. We land in this little village, and then we get on a boat and travel downriver about 2.5 hours, and there's the lodge. It's on stilts right there in the jungle. So you're out there in the jungle. It's run off of solar and batteries. But to be out there and have the thunderstorm come through, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience to watch that. So that's unusual this time of year to get rain, but we got a little rain. It didn't impact the trip too much. Daytimes were sunny and hot and humid, which is what it is down there. You drink a lot of electrolytes and keep yourself hydrated well, but not a big deal. It was kind of fun. I enjoyed watching the thunder and the storm come through.
Okay. What was your average table fare?
They've got a chef out there, and you're talking about like how they cooked and took care of us food-wise?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they've got a chef, and they take good care of you. You have Brazilian cuisine. A lot of it is a little bit of a crossover with American. For example, one of the nights they had pizza night, and but it was Brazilian style pizza, so some different flavors on the pizza. It was really good, really delicious food. And you don't. These trips are not weight loss programs. They feed you pretty well on these trips, and so you got plenty of good food down there.
Peter, my guess is there's stuff on the pizza that you can't identify.
No. I mean,
come on.
It's just different. It's just they put different combinations together. But quite frankly, they were. I thought, man, this is pretty good stuff. They did pretty well. They take good care of you out there in the jungle. They want you to come back.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so what's the next big trip? And before you answer that, what are you hearing about Cuba? How are those boys doing down there?
You know what? There is nothing happening in Cuba. They are out of fuel in Cuba, and so there's no fishing trips. We were one of the last trips to get through. We went in April, and then, shortly thereafter, within a couple of weeks, they ran out of fuel, and they could no longer run trips down there. And so there's, all the resorts in the area that we go down to are shut down. Nobody's coming. It's tough. The Cubans, we keep in touch with the people that work at the resorts. They're having a tough time right now down there. It's I don't know what it's going to take to get that to open up, but I assume they're going to, there's nothing for them to do. There's they can't grow enough food for themselves. They don't have fuel. They don't have any. The big tourism is a huge part of their economy. I mean, it really is their economy, and that's shut off. So it's We've got a trip planned for April coming up the next year. I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not.
Let me ask you this. How much agriculture percentage-wise do you see going on down there? And has that been affected with the lack of gasoline or diesel fuel?
I'm gonna guess that it has. Where we drive, when we drive in Cuba, we have about a 2.5-hour drive from Camagüey out to the key that we go out to and fish from, and there's a lot of sugarcane fields, and they're no longer growing sugarcane down there. So that's been a long time that they haven't been doing sugarcane down there. And as far as the rest of the agriculture, as far as I'm hearing, they are out of fuel on the island. Like nobody's got gas right now. They've got rolling blackouts. You've got very limited power during the week. They're struggling. I mean, it's a real struggle in Cuba right now for the people. And it's unfortunate because the people, it's not their fault that they're in this situation, but they're the one paying the price for it.
Wow. Well, that's unfortunate for the people that live there. Wow. But, it's going to be interesting to see what happens between now and December in and around Cuba. So, okay, that's a good deal. I'm glad you're back safe. And anything exciting coming up?
I'll tell you what's exciting that's coming up is the Fly Fishing Film Tour. The 20th anniversary for the Fly Fishing Film Tour is this year. We're hosting it with partnership with Wildlife for Tomorrow. It's on September 20th. It's going to be at Desert Botanical Gardens. Ticket sales are happening right now, so the ticket sales are open. You can go to azflyshop.com. There'll be a pop-up that comes up. You can click and get registered right there. It's going to be a real nice event. It'll include dinner, and it'll be happening at the Desert Botanical Gardens on September 20th. We're real excited about that. The community's real excited about it, so we're looking forward to that, and we'd love to have everybody come out and enjoy and have a good time with us.
Sounds like a time well spent. All right, my friend, we're going to continue on and welcome you back to the USA. Stay safe, and we'll do this again next week.
You got it, Don McDowell. Thank you for all you do, buddy.
Likewise, my friend. Chris Rich, AZ Fly Shop, where the adventure begins. I'm Don McDowell here with
Peter Rosa.
We'll be right back.
It's time to join the Howl Pack. In 2025, Howl for Wildlife campaigns will inspire advocacy, influence decision makers, and build resistance to the constant attacks from the anti-hunting industry. Howl is committed to protecting hunting, angling, and trapping opportunities nationwide, and we invite you to join the Howl Pack. Howl for Wildlife is committed to winning. Visit howlforwildlife.org to learn more and join the pack.
Thanks for calling Grand Avenue Mini Storage. We are located at 3636 West Grand Avenue. We have units ranging from 4 foot by 4 foot all the way up to a 20 by 20. Yes, sir. I do think the 4 foot by 4 foot will hold all of your IRS crashed hard drives. No, sir. I don't think the 20 by 20 will hold all the people the White House has thrown under the bus, but do have room for that bus. Grand Avenue Mini Storage. Call us at 602-246-0680. 602-246-0680.
You know, tuna fishing doesn't have to be time-consuming or expensive. Fish the Malahini, the three-quarter-day premier sport boat out of H&M Landing, San Diego, over on the left coast. Malahini has a long and proud tradition of dependable service, and with the goal of your success on the water. Captains Bill Wilkinson, Mike Schmidt, and Mike Zayak will utilize their extensive skills and the latest technology to put you on fish. Tuna season is in full swing right now. Yeah, right now. Spend a day on the water on the premier three-quarter-day sport fishing boat on the left coast, Malahini Sport Fishing. Don't miss the boat or the fish. Book Malahini now at hmlanding.com or call them at 619-222-1144. Hey, I'm Don McDowell, and I fish Malahini.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the weekly e-news Heard That from the AZ Cattle Growers Association to be informed about Arizona cattle growers news in our great state. Learn about events happening each month, legislation roundups and cattle news range highlights, and the monthly recap and member highlights. Sign up for the newsletter by contacting the ACGA staff at 602-267-1129 and learn more about joining the ACGA or advertising in the weekly newsletter Heard That. ACGA 602-267-1129.
In today's unpredictable world, everything you work for is at risk. Your business, your home, and most importantly, your family. Think a doorbell camera is enough? Think again. A camera only lets you watch a break. It doesn't stop it. When the unexpected happens, you need a real physical barrier. You need something more. You need roll shutter systems. We build heavy-duty, custom rolling shutters engineered to lock down your property. With a single click, you get ultimate security, total privacy, defense against extreme weather, and maximum noise reduction. It's heavy-duty protection built tailored to your exact needs. For 40 years, Roll Shutter Systems has been family-owned and operated and proudly manufactured here in Phoenix, Arizona. We are the trusted name in asset protection, shipping and installing across the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Don't just watch your property, protect it. Claim your peace of mind with a free estimate today. Visit RollShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057. That's 623-869-7057. Or online at RollShutterSystemsUSA.com.
Hello, this is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hey, I dreamed I'd be ready for college way ahead of time.
And now you're way behind?
Yes, and I have no idea how I'll get it all done on time and in my budget.
Well, luckily, IKEA has everything you need to make it your space on your budget. And with everything ready to take away from our stores with Click and Collect, it's easier than ever.
That's convenient.
Exactly. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however at IKEA.us. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
To Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910 and always on our free iHeartRadio app. Here's the Bass Daddy and Tournament Pro, Don McDowell.
Yeah, the only one he has is Old County. All righty, we're back. Yeah, Peter's just giving us crap. I want to welcome our good friend James Guggenauer. James, how are you doing today, sir? I understand you had a little bit of moisture in downtown Payson yesterday.
You know what? We did. This whole past week has been pretty remarkable. You know, the monsoon is very welcome. We've been talking about this for months on your show, Don. Not only for the much-needed moisture that we need up here in Rim Country, but, you know, those fires were burning out of control, and all the rain has put those fires out. So we are very, very happy with that. And then you throw in the added bonus, the Roosevelt Lake actually went up 1% from the last time we spoke, and the water is still flowing pretty good into the lake this morning.
Wow. Well, that's good. So are we at 38 or 39% on the Mother Lake?
38% this morning. And a couple of good things, like the Salt River is flowing at 250 cubic feet per second. The last time we talked on 2 weeks ago, it was flowing at 50 cubic feet per second.
Yeah, it was
so
just
it's
rubble.
150% above its normal rate. And even the Tonto is now flowing at about 48 cubic feet per second. Normally it should be flowing at about 7. So this is all really good news for the lake. You know, not only brings nutrients, but it conserves that water. You know, and I'm gonna piggyback a little bit on what Chris Rich was just saying. The water coming in is dirty. You know, we always talk about fishing mud lines and things like that. But with this amount of water coming in, you're going to see that. So we're telling anglers that fish your white baits. Like if you want to fish a spinner bait, got to be white or chartreuse along that dirty water area. And keep in mind that if you're fishing a drop shot or a jig, you're trying to flip a jig or something like that, you want to be near the shoreline. And what will attract fish there this time of day when they normally wouldn't be there is that the water is more clear towards the shoreline than it is out in the main flow.
Exactly.
So never pass up that opportunity to go check that shoreline.
That's true. And one thing I might add, that's good advice on the white and chartreuse spinner blades. But, if you're throwing a reaction bait, crankbait, hard stick, jerk bait, rattles, in that muddy water are going to be very helpful to you.
That absolutely is. This time of year with that dirty water, I mean, there's been tournaments won in the winters that I fished nothing this entire weekend except for, rattle traps or lipless crankbaits with rattles in it because it does attract fish, especially in that dirty water. They react very quickly to what they're feeling and what they're seeing.
I was trying really hard not to mention the rattle traps with the beads in it that are silver with a black back. I wasn't going to do it. Okay, let me ask you about this. I'm hearing a rumor that State Route 88, the Apache Trail, was reopened about the 24th. You know anything about that? I don't know anything firsthand.
Yeah, they've been doing, there's some erosions, there's some upgrades that they're doing. That new, they're talking about building another lake up there. In fact, they're doing some work on that. And they need the 88 to do to get the trucks up there and get the equipment up there. So it has been some work done up there. And so it's hit and miss. Sometimes that's open, sometimes it's not. So you always have to check with ADOT to see where they are on that.
Yes, I think that was between milepost 222 and 240. But exactly, check with ADOT to expect to see what the expected activity and work zones, and certainly use a lot of caution traveling up them.
Yep. Hey, a couple other things for you, Don. I want to piggyback again with Chris on the Arizona Outdoor Hall of Fame banquet that's coming up. This is going to be on August 22nd, and some people will be inducted into the Arizona Outdoor Hall of Fame. This is the highest honor that a volunteer can achieve in the state of Arizona when it comes to conservation. And, Don, you know most of these names, but let me read the inductees for this year. Former Commissioner Mr. Bill Brake.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Hollinger, Jim Marquette, John Milligan, and the Southeastern Arizona Bird Observatory. Wow. So these are all great people, well known for their conservation efforts. August 22nd at the Wigwam Resort, Litchfield. We're selling tickets right now. You can go check that out by typing in Wildlife for Tomorrow, Arizona Outdoor Hall of Fame.
Good deal. Okay, yeah, that should be well attended. Anything on behalf of the commission?
Yes, thanks for adding that. August 7th is going to be our commission up in Williams. The agenda, as you know, Don, per statute, we get that out a couple of weeks before the meeting, so we'll be seeing the agenda this week out there. Some of the highlights here are going to be a 5-year review of articles. I know you know this, Don, but for your audience, the state requires every agency to do a minimum of 5-year update of all of their documentation, statutes, and rules to make sure that they're still current and applicable to the way that they're operating. So we're going to be talking about Articles 5 and 6 this August meeting, along with some new hunt regulations that we have. We're going to hear from Erin Butler, who's our big game supervisor, and she's going to be talking about turkey and bison hunt regulations that are coming up. One of the highlights is the day before the commission meeting up there, the commission is going to get a tour of the Willard Overpass Wildlife Crossing. This is that new overpass up on I-17 just south of Flagstaff. This is really a great thing, Don. As you know, it gives animals a way to cross the I-17, avoid human vehicle collisions with wildlife. And the thing is supposed to officially open sometime this fall, they're telling us, but there'll be a big grand opening. Don McDowell will be there. There'll be a lot of pomp and circumstance for this, but the department and the commission is grateful to have these overpasses.
Okay, let me ask you this that just came to mind. On that overpass, is there going to be a perimeter, similar to no hunting within a quarter mile, anything of that nature? Is there anybody thought about that yet?
Yeah, we already have that, right? You can't be within a quarter mile of structures and highways and things like that. But the way they do this, Don, is they put high fencing, elk fencing, so 8-foot fencing, will be a perimeter. They actually funnel the animals to the overpass. So there will be miles of fencing that are associated with this crossing, and then that's where they'll have it. And that'll keep people, away from the highways and areas like that.
God, I hope so. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Real quick, what's your take on Indianapolis today with the NASCAR folks?
Yeah, I don't know. Ty Gibbs is looking really strong. I know he's driving a Toyota, and they usually break down. But the good news is, I guess however you want to look at the good news, bad news. Last year, this race was won by Bubba Wallace. I don't know if you know that, Don.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, James. You're breaking up. Hit the dump button.
He'll be starting in 29th place today. So keep your eye on Bubba Wallace.
I already did. I about threw a fit yesterday. They had Bubba Wallace in the announcing pit in some kind of a pimp suit outfit. I mean, everybody else has got a conventional, very nice looking suits, and here's Bubba in a white suit. I'm going like, what the hell is he doing up there to begin with, much less dressed like that? Bubba, who dresses you? So, anyway, I just feel so bad for MJ. Golly. Hocefar's got good speed. There's some other guys in there. I know Hoffarth has got Gibbs, Hosefard, Hamlin, McDowell's got good speed, Tyler Reddick, all that kind of stuff. But, this is another long run, and as much as I don't like to say it, this could be a Denny Hamlin day in that Toyota number 11. Very well could be.
For you to say that, that's a big deal.
Well, I'm not a Denny fan, but that guy can wheel a race car.
Yeah, true.
How many times have we seen him, lead, and then he has a hiccup, he goes back to the back, and he fights his way through and wins the race. I mean, the guy's incredible. Don't care for him, but is what it is. And I don't think 71 Chevrolet, he's not been able to close it along with Gibbs and Reddick, on the other hand, is he may be pretty tough. So, all right. Well, I appreciate your input today, and we'll look for. When's the grand opening on that elk crossing?
We don't have a firm date yet. We're still waiting for ADOT to give us that, but I trust as soon as we get that, we will get that out there. And guys like you, Don, that work hard for conservation and stuff like that, we're making an effort as a commission to make sure you're involved at like these grand openings, so that the governor's office, ADOT, people understand that the conservation world really appreciates this kind of work, because we're going to need more of these overpasses on like the I-11s and some of the new freeways that get built. So we want to send a pretty clear message to the governor's office and the legislators who fund this stuff that we're going to need more of these in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I'm glad to see these things going in. Yeah, it's just tragedy to see these guys dead alongside the road. So, anyway. All right, we're going to wish you the best the rest of the weekend, and I'll be in touch today.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate you.
Okay. James Guggenauer doing a fine job as chairman of the commission, doing a great job, and we're glad to see what's happening at that next commission meeting. I'm Don McDowell. When we come back, we are going to do roll call, get this thing cleaned up, and get on with the day.
No matter what boat or watercraft you drive, your safety starts with the proper personal flotation devices for you and the people aboard your vessel. Hey, I'm Don McDowell, professional angler and saltwater fisherman and United States Coast Guard Auxiliaries, Flotilla 1011, Guardians of the Southwest. Mustang Survival PFDs are our only choice when enjoying our own watercraft or saving lives. Our lives depend on Mustang survival gear, and so does yours. Boat safe, boat smart, boat with Mustang. Your life may depend on it. Available locally at Sportsman's Warehouse, I-17 and Yorkshire Drive.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family-owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click rollshuttersystemsusa.com or call 623-869-7057.
Out here, talk is cheap. Precision isn't. This isn't mass-produced. This is built with purpose. This is Huey Armory, built with intent, driven by precision, built for those who don't miss, but it matters. Every build tight, every shot accountable, every detail intentional. You don't just carry it, you trust it. Huey Armory. Warrior built.
Here is a great way to help Arizona's wildlife conservation efforts. Put an AZ Wildlife Conservation license plate on your car, truck, or RV and show the world you care. When you do, you are contributing to the AZ Wildlife Conservation Fund, which manages grants for habitat improvements and hunter-angler recruitment. Simply go online to servicearizona.com and select the AZ Wildlife Conservation plate for your license plate renewal. Show the world you care.
Arizona Catalog, the official magazine of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association monthly publication, provides essential updates on issues impacting the ranching industry in our great state and nationally. The Arizona Catalog provides industry news from the University of Arizona, National Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Arizona Farm Bureau, National and Arizona Department of Agriculture, and others. Timely notifications of legislation on local, state, and federal levels, as well as other issues that may affect the ranching community. Spotlight on rancher highlights, activities, events, and dialogue from our president, executive director, board members, fight the fight for you. Regular features include cattle growers reports, cattle comments, activities for kids, and animal health. The Arizona Catalog Monthly Magazine is created by ranchers for ranchers. Get your subscription today at azcattlegrowers.org or call 602-267-1129 and then ask how you can join the Arizona Cattle Growers Association. What's on your plate?
The greatest shopping event of the summer is here. Macy's Black Friday and July sale is back, where you'll find 40 to 60% savings on all the hottest summer fashion and more. Don't wait. Get first dibs on everything you love about Black Friday shopping, from unbeatable sales across the store to curated styles for the season at lower than low prices. Head to Macy's now for a fun-filled holiday shopping adventure smack dab in the middle of summer. It's the can't-miss sale of the month, Black Friday and July at Macy's. Savings off select prices. Exclusions apply.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
If you love the outdoors, make sure you sign up for the weekly hunting fishing newsletter to stay up to date with the latest outdoorsman news across the nation. Sign up today at huntingfishing.com. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
Okay, we're going to get into final little thing about housekeeping. I want to get roll call going here because we have lost, recently we have lost 4 soldiers in the Iranian conflict, and I want to start with the first three that were killed in the Jordan Joint Air Base. The Iranians fired a barrage of ballistic missiles in there, and Private Isabella Gonzalez, 19 years old, of Carrollton, Texas, was killed along with Sergeant Angel Reversad, 28 years old, of Ozone Park, New York. And then in that same attack, First Lieutenant Tyler James Behan, 25 years old, of Iowa Beach, Hawaii, were killed in that attack. And then we lost another one, a 30-year-old soldier was killed over last weekend in Iraq during what the U.S. military said was a controlled explosion to destroy an attack drone. So I'm not really sure what they were doing, but it's neither here nor there. But Sergeant McGill Emmanuel Swinton of Fayetteville, North Carolina, was killed in action during that controlled detonation of a drone at Erbil Air Base in northern Iraq. Our hearts and prayers, thoughts go out to their families most certainly, and the units that they serve with. That's the unfortunately part of the price of war. So anyway, hearts and prayers out to them. You see a soldier, current or past, give them a salute. So anyway, that's it for that. Hopefully that goes well in the continuing next few days. It's going to be interesting to see the conclusion of that. Anything to add on behalf of Defender Engraving? We haven't talked about that.
No, well, I did some lighters for you.
Oh, you did. Those are awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm glad to hear it. And I did some more hat clips as well. I really like the quality of those hat clips. I think you had mentioned you were going to be taking those up to the Cattlemen Growers Association.
We did, yeah.
So good. I hope that they were well received.
Yeah, yep, pretty much. Yeah, they're really a very unique handout.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it's always nice to give something that people aren't expecting.
Yeah, absolutely. What besides your archery hunt for deer and potentially and good luck on that. I mean, archery hunt is just a kick. You know, it's just
appreciate it.
You get to practice all your stealthy moves and camouflage, hide in the bushes,
ninja with the bow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But if that's successful, what do you have planned for yourself for the winter?
Well, the winter would be if I'm not successful, then I'll be hunting on November 1st.
Yeah, but I'm going to wish you well. You're going to get your archery deer,
and then I'll probably end up doing some quail hunting in October.
Yeah,
and doing some more fly fishing. We usually head up to Pine Top.
Wow.
We were up there June 30th. Unfortunately, it happened to be we were up there for 4 days, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Not a good day fly fishing, shall we say.
Yeah, if it's 4 miles an hour, you're going to have a tough time.
Let alone 40.
Oh, my goodness.
We did have a good time. We saw some bighorn sheep up in Greer, trophy type of animals. We saw some pronghorn, and, of course, a ton of deer and elk.
Well, that's time well spent. It's either you hunt or fish or you go see a therapist.
Exactly. I'd rather hunt or fish.
I just got an update from H&M Landing. The Excalibur, nice big boat, out 2.5 days, just reported in with 28 anglers, 103 yellowtail, 11 bluefin, 4 yellowfin, 2 Dorado, and the Patriot SD, San Diego, had a day and a half with 12 anglers, 14 yellowtails, 6 yellowfin, and the Dorado. and I don't think the Sea Adventure 80s changed. They had reported in 28 anglers, 20 yellowtail, 14 bluefin, 3 Dorado, and 1 yellowfin. Have you spent any time out on the saltwater side of life?
Not in many, many years.
Yeah.
No, I would like to.
It's still there, yeah. Okay, anything to add on behalf of your other skill set, your hair cutting adventures?
The salon has been quite busy.